Okay, sorry about that. Hey, thank you, King J. I appreciate you. If you guys are new, feel free to drop a sub, drop a like. I do all kinds of wood burning stuff. I'm working on these teeth right now, too. Little banners. Yeah, I've gotten Courage the Cowardly Dog a few times now. I think it's just the Western house theme. Don't get me wrong, I love that correlation. I love Courage. Childhood favorite. Yeah, isolated cottage in the woods or in the desert. I guess it's not a cottage then. Farmhouse? I don't know. How's the smell? So it depends on the step. This step doesn't really smell that bad because I'm not burning very much very quickly. When I'm doing the background, it does smell quite a bit. It basically just kind of smells like a campfire. It's not that bad. It's actually, I like it. If it gets so bad, technically you should wear a respirator, but I'm in a pretty well ventilated area. Right now we're just going to be doing the foreground, so it's just going to be a lot of going over the same areas over and over again. Have I ever done any heroes or villains? No, so I generally just do monsters. I'm not very good at human anatomy yet. I don't really do very much realism based stuff unless it's like um perspective. But yeah, realism is just not my forte. I want to be better at it, but I just need to practice some more. It is wood, yes. We are doing wood burning. This is running at about 850 degrees, so anytime we touch it, it's scorching the wood. Do people ever use gunpowder on the wood? I've actually seen some interesting ways to wood burn, and I think gunpowder is a way to do it. Is it safe? No. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can wood burn technically. Like I've seen the two electrodes that you can attach to either end of a piece of wood and then electrify it. Um, that's technically wood burning still. Under the top piece, yeah, kinda. I mean, I have so many like spaghetti-like monsters. I love the flying spaghetti monster, but I have so many creatures that are tentacle-y. I don't know. This one's just an octopus, but I like him. He's cool. This one's like a pyramid mixed with flying spaghetti monster. Yeah, I got well over 150 different pieces. Most of them are on my website, on my Etsy. How it's made vibes, hell yeah. I could zone out on how it's made for hours, man. It's a good background show. How am I with ink? So I'm okay. I'm practicing. I've done some tattoos on myself, um, and I need to practice some more. My a good friend of mine tattoos, and they're teaching me a little bit more about it. So I'm getting there. Am I comfortable enough to tattoo on anyone yet? No, but we're getting there. Especially when it comes to shading, it's just kind of running over the same areas over and over again, adding more darkness in where you see fit. I mean, I'm not gonna convince you into it, but tattoos are sick, man. And if it's something you're interested in, I highly doubt you're gonna regret it. Just make it something you like, and then you're good. I like tattoos though, so I plan to be pretty padded out by the time I'm in the ground. Sure. Keep in mind, finger tattoos do not last very well. I have some I did on myself. They were full rings around my hands at one point, um, and it shows you how much they fade, especially on the sides even, and on the palm. Um, but yeah, it's something to keep in mind that hand and finger tattoos fade like crazy. Yeah, no problem. I know a bit about tattooing. I'm not ignorant to it, but I also am not that experienced. We shall get there one day. One day at a time. Really hasn't been sending to my regulars lately. Not sure what's going on with YouTube. What time is it for me? Consider coffee tables. That would be actually sick. Time for me is probably about like 5:30. Yeah, 5:30 a.m. I am an early riser. Yeah, no, I've thought about coffee tables. That's just a tall order. Yeah, I may not be streaming that long, but we'll see. Yeah, no, I'm not sure what's going on with the algorithm. It hasn't been sending my stream to a lot of the normal people, so I'm a little frustrated by that. I took a little bit of a break from streaming. I'm not back in full, but maybe that's it. Maybe my break kind of set off the algorithm a little. I don't know. Either way, I miss my regulars. Anyone picked apart the greater meaning here? Hell yeah. Always gotta have time to game. But yeah, no, there's a big overarching meaning here. Yeah, you're not far off, King. Yeah, another courage reference. We're probably gonna get a lot of those. Basically, the more we can pack into this, the more it's gonna have a contrast and it's gonna make him pop more. Interesting. I often get deja vu with my creatures. I feel like I've seen these guys before, be it in my dreams or I don't know. I often find them very familiar after I create them. But I'll probably put in a severe amount of off-camera work on this guy today because I'm off work. Um, so by the time I'll be back on stream, it'll probably be a lot different. Just an FYI. I'm not stopping yet, but we'll see. You're not too far off. Interesting. Hey, welcome in, Gojo. Not sure what's going on with YouTube lately. I know. YouTube's being a real punk. I can't. They're not recommending my videos. Even if they got the bell on, it's just not recommending people my videos. I don't know if I've been put on a list or what. The days of 30, 40 people in here are not anymore, it seems. But we're gonna kind of give some pop underneath the little armoring he's got too, so his base will be kind of white. We might give him some like speckle work or something, some other texturing, but we'll kind of give a hue underneath the shoulder blades or whatever they are, pauldrons, armor. If he is a slug, does he have shoulders? Does one require arms to have shoulders? Thank you. Yeah, no, I do the slug design quite often. I mean, I didn't even realize we got a slug up here too. I like snakes. I like long, slender body monsters. I don't know, like leviathans, serpents, basilisks. All those are so sick to me. So I don't know, draw a lot of inspiration from them. I have 3 snakes myself, so that's also kind of part of it. Snakes are probably one of my favorite animals. Top one reminds you of a termite. Okay, I mean, weird termite, but I guess I fuck with it. Hey, thank you, Skylar. Very astute observation. Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of play here. There's a big deep meaning to here, like kind of, monsters in the news. That maybe it's being controlled, and maybe the one controlling it has gotten too big to even fit in our station. One might even infer that the monster was inside the news and grew too big. Thank you, thank you. I do delve into political stuff occasionally. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah? And maybe the one controlling the news and sending it out is not sending you the things you want or things you should be getting sent. I don't know about you, but if I got sent an image by this guy, I don't know if I'd be very comforted. Yeah, no, Sora's a whole thing, man. AI is gonna be here whether we want it or not. It's a train that cannot be stopped. I mean, that could be it. He's sending his own signal, though. It's up to interpretation at the end of the day. Sometimes it may not look like I'm doing much, but trust the process. I am definitely darkening it some. Hopped up to 26 people all of a sudden. Well, welcome in, guys. That's a good one. I like that one, King J. I mean, there's definitely a play on the fact that we've destroyed the news building. He obviously had a vendetta for the news. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can make the depth a little bit better on the radar dish to make it look a little bit more radar dish-y. Like, I think my shadow would be kind of around the rim, too. I don't know. I don't want to go too far yet. Because I don't want it to look like a windmill. Suggestions welcome. I also need to figure out what I want to do for the roofing on this guy. I feel like it needs some texture. Sorry if you can hear my neighbor's garage. Have I ever worked with clay? I have a little bit. I actually started with 3D. Hey, welcome in Waves for Days. I actually started with 3D art forms. I actually did, sorry, let's see how many times I can say that. I did clay work, sculpture, all that kind of stuff, primarily growing up, but as I've gotten older, I have kind of drawn to wood burning. Wood burning has been my main thing. But to answer your question, yes, I've worked with clay. Gave you the long answer there. And yeah, shingles, but what kind of shingles? Hell yeah. Claymation's sick, dude. I love claymation. So much work, too. People don't respect that process. Hey, thank you. It's just on my usual station. I tried to branch out earlier, but I just wasn't a fan of the music. This station tends to be a good vibe. Hell yeah. But banana bread, though? Hell yeah. But banana bread at work, though? That meme lives in my head rent-free. Where did it come from? It's just a classic meme. Just stimming over here, man. It is Wednesday. Halfway through the week. Man, is this tightened all the way? This is taking a while. Halfway done is not quite the truth. Because while it's about halfway covered, I'm still gonna darken a lot of the places that are already dark. So I'd put it as at more like a fourth. It's kind of like you just take a gradient and you just turn it up. So like this area will end up darker, and then this area will end up darker too. But the whole thing is just shaded a little bit darker. I don't know. Did that make sense? Probably not. Oh, you're good. I misunderstood. It's hard to brain and art at the same time. Do I do custom work? I do. Sort of. I do it within my own genre. Like, this is a commission I've slowly been working on. I really need to start working on it more. I'm not great with the custom work timelines. But they wanted a butterfly that was kind of spookified, and so I did that for them. It was a custom request. I try to stay within my genre and what I like doing. Otherwise, I'm not going to really want to do it. I have a chronic illness that makes it so fatigue and pain are a big thing, so I gotta use my energy sparingly. Okay, yeah, Gage, that's appreciated. Where the shading though? Because technically, the deepest points are going to be towards the center, but the whole thing is shading against this. So the whole thing would be shaded, or like, where's the dark points? I can't. My brain's not really unwrapping where the dark points would be when the whole thing is facing away from the moon. Possibly. I'm gonna give him a bit more shading, like kind of going this way. I think because the moon's there, it's gonna be a bit more like over here is gonna be his shadow, kind of like behind this cactus. We'll make it nice. Well, we'll probably have it back here too, because the back of him. But leftward, yeah. Is leftward a word? I don't know. Kind of why this side of the house is a little darker. We're gonna kind of give it a forward shadow too. Technicality. But still, like, radar dish. I don't know. Upper right part, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, around the rim, kind of right here, is going to be, like, the darkest point of the shading. And it'll kind of wrap around the lip. Yeah, okay. And then kind of give it some color in here. I was thinking that, but I was too nervous to do it. Is the video reversed? No, it's direct. Upper right is up here. How lightly am I applying pressure? It depends on how dark I want it. For light points, I'm barely adding any pressure at all. For dark points, I'm pushing just kind of slightly. Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. Slowly but surely. Trying to smooth it out a little. I don't want to make it too dark, though. Kind of getting onto that area where it's starting to become a little too dark. I can lighten it up, though. How one does that is just... is doing that. You want to make sure the thing is sideways so it scrapes the top surface rather than cutting into it. It's kind of getting there. My brain's not sure it likes it yet. Where do I get my wood from? Usually online. I used to get it from Walnut Hollow, but they went out of business, so I've been doing Amazon, sadly. Always looking for new suppliers, though. I want to source it myself eventually, but I don't have the shop space. Over here dropping shit. Can I pick smaller stars? What do you mean? Like I can make them smaller. Making them smaller when shading is kind of hard just because of how it burns. If they're too small, it's just gonna get basically swallowed up. So yeah, I don't know. It's a hard one to answer. A little trick I've noticed a trick I've been taught mixed with what I've noticed myself is if you really want depth in your wood burning, like most the surface needs to be wood burned to some extent. Like most of it needs to be very tiny start. Yeah, I mean that's definitely something I could try out. Um but if you wood burn like a majority of the surfaces, it's going to have a lot more depth than if you just leave a lot of it white. You just got to make sure there's contrast between your layers. I kind of like him being a little tan because we'll have color to the worm a little bit too. Only very slightly. But basically, what I was trying to say earlier with the tiny stars is there's a certain amount of bleed over you get with the shading piece I use for the background. So if they're too small, it's really hard to get a small area. I would have to come back with like one of these wood burning tips and kind of make it smaller after I made it that. I mean, like I could definitely make this guy a little smaller, give him a little bit of a hue. See? Because I mean, if you guys are thinking it's a little overblown, I can definitely curve that a little. I don't really care. The stars are kind of added haphazardly. I love constructive criticism, but at the end of the day, I will do what I want. Oh yeah, you can do that. Like if I wanted to take the knife and like add, I mean, you would have to do it like, give you a close up here. There's some areas here that are really worked, and because of that, they're multi-layered deep. So I would have to cut pretty deep to actually make a star out of that. But yeah, it's doable. If you took a knife and you wanted to cut more stars in, yeah, that's definitely something you could do. I could try it out, maybe. I guess if I don't like it, I can just burn back over it. I'm going to lighten that back up a little bit more. A bit better. Hey, morning. Hey, how's it going? Mainly off grid. Hell yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. We're getting there. Still a lot more shading to go. But yeah, I'm really happy with it so far. I'll probably put in a good 3 hours off stream or so, just shading the background a little. So the next time you see it, it'll probably be a little bit more work than this. It's just, I don't know. It's good to do some off stream work too. Probably gonna wrap it up here shortly. At least it was better than yesterday's stream. Hey, at least it looks like a radar dish now. But anyway, I think that's a good wrap up point. If you guys got any last questions, comments, feel free to drop them. But I will probably do some off screen work. And then I may be back on tomorrow. So if you guys want to see me, feel free to drop a sub. And yeah, hopefully you'll get notified. Who knows with this new algorithm. But I appreciate you guys and have a good day.